Try. Yeah, my
because
side.
from here we cannot see, of course, if there is clear separation, but is he in control of the ball and then he loses before grounding? Is it correct?
That is correct. So he lost control of it as the guy hits it out of his hand, but after that there's no clear grounding of him as well.
Okay, perfect. So there is the knock-on is before the try line, so try is disallowed and is scrum 5 meter for blue.
That is correct.
Okay, captain, we got the lose of the ball, so it's a knock-on, scrum there.
There's no clear separation.
Yeah, the team also says that. It's scrum there.
Robbie Kempson.
Try.
From last night, you've just been on my case about this. Talk to me, boss.
My phone didn't stop because of Kempson.
No, but it just didn't yesterday.
Well, just if you look at the big screen,
Yeah.
we've managed to highlight a few things that perhaps the TMO doesn't have, but certainly where the contact is of the blue player on the white player on the ball. So he clearly knocks it forward. So
Knocks the ball.
No knock-on. But knock-on from blue, not from white. And then the white player actually falls on the ball. So regardless whether dislodged or not, it's a try. And I think more importantly, we get to the protocol, which Tappe can take us through. But I don't see at any time with regards to this decision how it was never a try, in my opinion. But luckily, we've got the expert here, which can verify
Before
the
we
facts.
get to the expert, I mean, I'm a layman here. Tappe, we're coming to you, and I'm glad we're showing that again. Did Daimani knock the ball or the hand?
From where we highlighted, yes.
Is it the hand or the ball?
The ball.
Ball is a knock-on against blue.
Correct.
If he knocks the hand of the opposition carrying the ball, what then?
Well, there's no knock-on, but certainly it's
Well, it's got to be a
dislodged.
knock-on because the guy's trying to reach to score the try.
It's just been dislodged. The ball's never gone forward in the action of white. It's never gone forward.
Okay, Tappe, I've got the ball. I'm about to score a try,
Yes.
and I lose the ball. Is that knock-on?
No.
Can I make the
It
tackle?
must be clearly forward.
Clearly forward.
Yeah, it must be go from your hands forward and then hit the ground or another player before you can regather. That's a knock-on.
So if we play,
So
so
if the ball-
if this ball hits the ground and rolls forward, that's a knock-on.
No, the ground can't knock on. It needs to go from your hand forward.
So if it goes straight down, it's okay.
If it goes straight down,
Yeah.
play on.
Play on. Must
I've
be.
got you on speed dial.
Yeah.
And every time I see an incident like that, I'm phoning you.
Yes, please. You will be in a row of about 20. But anyway, you'll be number 21 on the line, so just hold. I'll be with you soon.
Your take on what transpired there?
Yeah, I think, Owen, what's hugely important here is that the referees awarded the try. And it was during the process of taking the conversion kick that there was additional information now visible.
Okay.
So now we're looking for an infringement to overturn the referee's original decision of try. If you look at the picture, the referee awards the try, so his on-field decision is try. And during the conversion process, they had a look, and there was no conclusive evidence that there was an infringement of a knock-on. So the original decision stands. So there was no conclusive evidence that the Ulster players knocked the ball on, and that's the important bit. There have to be conclusive evidence that the ball goes from his hand forward to overturn the on-field decision, and that's not there. So that's why it is a try. So that first bit of on-field decision try was hugely important, which in the process that the boys followed, they didn't revisit on-field decision as try, so conclusive evidence to overturn, and that was not there.
So, Tappe, so that's a try then, if you're saying...
Yes.
Yeah. So it's definitely, okay, if we minus it, so it's definitely not a Stormers scrum because it's over the goal line.
Yeah.
So it's either a try or a goal line dropout.
Yes.
But then now people want accountability in terms of that, you know, and that's, Kempo, we spoke about this. That's what's the process from then on in terms of, you know, trying to rectify this or making sure this doesn't happen again?
Yeah. Look, we can't change what has happened, and the score won't be changed. We all know that's part of the game. So we have a similar process of remedial process. So I will have a chat. I've already had a chat with the TMO last night and this morning to review. And he needs to tell me what did he see and what his process was. He discussed with the referee what did he see and what is his process. And then I look for the flaws in their process, and then I advise and help them to say the important things that you had to look at in this picture is this and this. Your focus need to be on a try was given. We're now looking for conclusive evidence. Are you looking for an infringement to say it's no try, and that's not there? And that is where they focus here. So our process will be remedial. If it continues with poor calls from an individual referee or AR, then at some stage we will not give them appointments. We will then, in the top competition, and we will then take them to the next level to work with them, to upskill them to be better in their next performance. So it's similar to a player.
Yeah. How long does that process take, whereby you feel, Owen is not cutting it as a ref, the last month or so has been dropping the ball? Is it 2 weeks, two games? How long is it?
We look at the track record of decision making, and if we have done remedial work but the same behaviours under pressure reappears, then we need to go another route, and then it takes long, and that's where we will take them off. So if there is a couple of, and it's not a numbers thing, Owen, it is where you say, this guy is struggling at the moment. He had 5 bad calls over four games, or over 7 games he had four poor calls and not good reads of the situation. This guy needs some remedial. I sometimes put them in ICU, take good care of them, what they really need to make them better. So that's our process, Shimi.
Yeah, I think with that one, if that try, let's say that try was awarded, we'd still be here today calling you in saying, how was this try awarded? It's for me, it's one of those tricky ones, because as soon as you heard, I was there on the big screen, the crowd sort of almost started making a noise saying, okay, what's happening here? Let's say that had happened. If it was a tackle on the halfway line, what would happen? Then that would just be play on, ball dislodged, lost it in contact, play on, ruck formed, and then you play on again.
Yeah. Robbie, I would be interesting to see the blow-up. Unfortunately, we don't have that blow-up to see the detail. And that's where we go now microscopic, which is dangerous, because if you go microscopic in this game, it becomes a minefield for every single thing that happens on the pitch. But it looks like there was he was hitting the Ulster player's hand and not necessarily the ball, because if he hits the ball, it becomes a deliberate knock-on. Preventing a try becomes penalty try. So that opens up another can of worms. So if you look at that, you need to then clearly say, and the referee did say, look, I had a look at it, and he did hit the hand and not the ball as such. He may have touched the ball, but for the referee looking at the picture with the available footage that we had, he made the decision that it was on the hand and not a deliberate knock-on out of the possession, slapping the ball out of somebody's hand forward, which is a deliberate knock.
It was definitely on the ball. But just for me again, I mean, it's you say you take the TMO and the referee through a rehabilitation process. How difficult is that? Because, as you've mentioned earlier, you only have a certain pocket of individuals that can actually referee and adjudicate at this level. And I'm talking about not just in South Africa, across the 5 different nations. So how difficult it is to actually take someone through that remedial work, and then potentially, there's no one really to fall back on, is there?
Yeah, Robbie, we've got a process of building people up to the high performance end of the game. Now, it's very much determined by what's available for the match officials. I can say to you that there's some countries where there's no TV games. The first time a guy gets the opportunity as a TMO is in URC. So there's no breeding ground like Varsity Cup or Currie Cup or the second division or under 20s. Or a Craven week in an environment where you can control the errors and mistakes and doesn't go worldwide. So that's a challenge for us in itself. But Robbie, it's a process of 5 to 7 years to build somebody up to a decent level of high performance. Wow. Referee or TMO. So it's a long process. It is not a magic wand. Here's a law book, here's a whistle. How fit are you? Okay, you're a ref and you're good. It's a process that takes 5 to 7 years to build an international referee. I can use Jaco Paper.
Shimi's got no chance.
It's going to take 7 years to get me fit.
I would love to put Jaco Paper as an example. In 2011 and 12, or 10 and 11, Jaco was at the Junior World Championship in Argentina and Italy. And he refereed the final in Italy, deservedly. Jaco actually started refereeing decent Tier 1 test match in 2019. 7 years to build him up to the performance he delivered with France and England.